Sam, no one gives a shit about your interview with one of the fathers of Woodstock.
Artie Kornfeld.
Who the fuck was he?
What, you got interviewed Artie Kornfeld?
Yeah.
Which one was he?
Yeah, which one was he?
How'd you do that?
He's the father of Woodstock.
Who doesn't know that?
Pop a picture of him up there.
Did he-
Do you really need one?
Dan. Yeah. I don't know which guy that is.
Artie
you-
Korn, right there.
Did he tell you they were 500,000 strong during the interview?
No violence, one death, boo.
Yeah, what did he
that
quote any
guy.
of those dumb Which guy?
He's not the other guy.
Which
No.
guy?
The other guy
That's
had the
Bigfoot.
afro.
This is the father of Woodstock.
What did he do?
He fathered it.
What does that mean?
Fathered it.
He told me he made $1.5 million by himself for Woodstock.
Yeah?
Bringing tickets
Has
in.
everyone else starved to death?
What about? What, it wasn't about the money, man.
Who said that? He said that. He said that.
Oh, he did.
Yes, it wasn't. He hasn't made in 40 years. He said he hasn't made 1 cent off Woodstock.
Well, that's a dumb business, man. Yeah, greatest concert of all time, and he hasn't made a cent in 40 years.
That's
Brilliant.
him now.
What a fool.
What a fool, all right. What an idiot. How about something called copyright?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That's Artie Kornfeld.
Is it?
He wrote
Who's
like
that
a,
hot blonde? His wife?
No, I don't know her. He wrote a ton of songs.
Yeah, name one.
I don't know. It's
For real, name one.
Yeah, what did Artie Kornfeld write?
How many songs did he write?
A lot.
All right, name one.
Let's Google action that.
Good. How about you talked to the guy? He must have told you one that he's proud of.
He was on tour with Sonny and Cher, singing in front of big crowds.
No,
What did he say?
he warmed up the audience.
He
He was probably the mic tester.
Listen, I don't understand where all this Artie Kornfeld hostility is coming from.
Jealousy.
Today. Oh,
And who doesn't want to be Artie Kornfeld?
that makes
I
sense.
40 years in and you
certainly-
haven't made a cent.
Right. I certainly don't want to.
What does he think? His second opportunity's coming?
By the way,
Dope.
he let me
I
know.
want to explore why this guy hasn't made a cent in 40
Exactly.
years.
How have he not one
From
poster?
something called Woodstock.
He has an internet radio show that has 10 million listeners.
No, he doesn't.
He told me.
No one has.
No, he doesn't.
He told me that.
No, he
I
doesn't.
think the only one that might have 10 million is like Rush Limbaugh.
And,
Maybe.
And
Artie. Shut up.
he told
Artie Kornfield.
he told me.
Or is it Kornfeld?
Kornfeld.
Kornfeld.
Let's call him
Cornfield.
Well, it should be
That's where he threw the
Kornfield.
concert.
Right, exactly. From now on, he's Artie Kornfield.
There was one, I think, a Beach Boys, little old lady from Pasadena. How you like that?
He wrote that?
Yeah, that's right.
I hate the fucking Beach Boys.
Why?
They're fucking terrible, that's why.
You guys are crazy.
Pet Sounds. Come on.
They're fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all this fruity harmonizing.
You're gonna say
Stink.
mumbo jumbo.
No,
Listen to this.
exactly. It's just beachy shit.
All right, right
It's
on.
very beachy.
Isn't it
very
awful?
Shit.
All right, where were we? Trying to
Great.
figure out what's going on in
You
radio.
want to look at Lulu in a hula hoop in fucking 1966?
Should we go with the big Artie Kornfield interview?
It's Kornfeld is his name.
It's a banana field.
Yeah, it's where they plant bananas.
Grow bananas.
Jesus.
That crossed my mind about 2 or 3 times yesterday at home, and I just started laughing.
Banana garden. I'm an idiot.
You want to hear what Artie Kornfield had to say about
Cornfield.
Woodstock?
Yeah, let's listen to fucking Artie Kornhouse.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, everyone
Cornhole.
is bitching that we need to WD-40 that fucking door. I don't notice it during the replay, but they say every time a staff member comes in, you hear that door.
That's kind of cool. That way people know what's going on.
Yeah, you know people are coming in for their beating.
Coming and going.
Has anyone seen E-Rock today?
He's still unhappy.
He's
Was he
hanging-
really sad?
He's hanging very
He's-
low today.
He's not sad. He's very mad and angry and
Why?
frustrated. Well, because he feels as though he was humiliated yesterday because he was brought into the studio for the sole purpose of sitting down and allowing listeners to call in and call him fat.
Well, he was.
That's stupid.
We just all need a vacation.
Yes, Eric is
Should we
definitely
bring Eric in here and make it up to him?
I wouldn't push it.
very upset.
He is
I
very
don't
upset.
I don't want to see E-Rock upset.
I do.
He's ornery.
Maybe one of the listeners could call up and say something nice to him.
Yeah, compliment E-Rock Day. That's what it is.
All right, after the Artie Kornfield.
It's First of all, it's Kornfeld. He's one of the fathers. Well, he's the father of Woodstock.
What about his partner?
Yeah.
The guy with the...
He's a co-creator / father of Woodstock. So he's co-creator, but he's the sole father.
Did he acknowledge the other guy?
Yes. Well, there's
What's the
4
other
people
guy?
who created it, but he said the first 2, it was just money for them. They didn't really have much to do with it.
Yeah.
It was just him and the other guy.
All right, what's up with the Kornfield guy then?
First of all, his name is Artie Kornfeld, and he's the father of Woodstock. probably the biggest concert of all time.
All right, let's see what he says here.
All right, so we're here with Artie Kornfeld, one of the creators of Woodstock.
Yes, I am.
What's the haps?
What's the haps? The haps is you have a dream and you make it happen. And I've been doing. I was doing.
Pause this.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, jeez.
I hate this already.
Why?
Aged hippie.
I don't hate him. I just the whole inspirational
him.
message. This is gonna bug me.
What was his dream?
Exactly.
Like, I have weird dreams. I would never try to actually make them happen.
You have a dream.
I mean,
You make it happen. What? I'm getting chased by some monster thing, and
No, not
I
that
can't
kind.
run fast because my feet are like stuck to the ground. That's not something I want to come true.
I dreamt there was a million long hairs shitting in my lawn. Next thing you know,
I'm talking about that kind of dream.
Dreamt I was in prison.
No.
Up on murder charges.
right. You want that dream to come
Frightening.
true?
Woke up and I was like, thank God I was asleep.
He means like waking dreams, like dreams you have. I dream.
daydreams.
No, like one day I could do this. I dreamed that I could not like.
But no
Wet-
one
wet
dreams that
dreams?
shit. You think that shit. That's
Well-
different than a dream. A dream is like Ant was describing, and then you grab your like pink elephant and fly away, like stuff that doesn't make sense.
Are you saying secret hopes or aspirations?
Yeah, he's thinking longingly towards.
All right, but I think
He
we
just
overused the
sounds
term. You know, I dreamt this, and now it's a reality type of
Yeah.
stuff.
What was your dream? You do something, and 40 years later, you still don't make a nickel off it. Fucking rotten businessman.
Worst businessman ever.
Terrible.
I nominate Artie Kornfeld.
And the other guy's probably made 400 million.
secretly still lives in a shack, so Artie Kornfeld is not onto him.
Yeah.
Still keeping it from him.
Fucking Artie sucks.
You guys are way off base.
He sucks a hippie dick.
Oh, come on.
Listen to him. It's all hippie talk.
And I was doing it musically. I mean, I do have 120 platinum albums as a writer, producer, and promoter and manager. So it's my life music. And Woodstock is an extension. Stopping a war, getting rid of a bad president. Sound familiar now?
Let it go.
He stopped.
Oh my
We have
God.
Artie Kornfeld to thank for the stopping of a war.
I don't think he's taking full credit. He's just saying that was one of the messages of Woodstock.
Okay, Artie.
And he goes, sound familiar? Like, see, it's still happening, and
Yeah.
we need this kind of shut it.
Oh, Bush, I got it.
Clam up.
Artie Cornelius is bugging me.
Kornfeld. And he's just trying to say it. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Was he?
Oh.
Oh, really? That's very obvious.
Yeah.
Tell Artie Kornfeld to try to get another Woodstock going and
Exactly.
see him get beat over the head by state troopers.
Tell fucking Artie Corncob to shut his face. We're all tired of him.
His name is Artie Kornfeld.
I've only heard of
Stop wearing that shitty flea market shirt. Make a few million.
really.
What is chose not to.
What does he collect cans to pay his bills? Is zero?
Has other business ventures.
Does
I'm
he
sure.
really?
Making shit up as he goes along. I've got 432,000 platinum records. I've got 10 million listeners. No, you don't.
You don't even have a dime to show from Woodstock.
He chose not to make any money off
No,
Woodstock.
yeah,
No one
principle.
chooses.
No one chooses that.
Let's hear
shit.
more Artie Cornhusk.
Sound familiar now? So that's why I'm doing the Westfest 40th for free in October.
So you're.
Another fucking venture that he doesn't make money.
It's for the people.
This guy doesn't learn.
Wait, what's he doing?
It's
40th
called
something.
40th West. They don't even call it the 40th anniversary of Woodstock.
No, because they're not gonna. He doesn't want to do like another Woodstock.
So what? He came up
Now
with the
it's been
shittiest
so
name for.
commercialized, man.
Plus, he said no.
Plus, he probably doesn't own.
He doesn't
own
the rights.
own the name Woodstock. Oh, that's.
But he's a father. He named it.
He doesn't own that name.
All he had to do was copyright the word Woodstock. He would be almost a billionaire today.
Defeats the. That's against the message.
Oh, really?
Copyright it.
Really?
How about fucking the fact that Bonnaroo does what Woodstock did, and Bonnaroo, he couldn't compete with Bonnaroo right now.
Well,
that's
he
like the
calls
big
it some
festival.
weird thing. West.
Getting rid of a bad president. Sound familiar now?
No.
So that's why I'm doing the
Doesn't.
Westfest 40th for free.
Westfest.
In October.
So you're one of the 4 guys who kind of created it, but you're known it.
Actually, Michael Lang and I created it one night. The other 2 guys put up 250 grand. I raised $1.5 million during it to keep it going.
Wow.
Yeah, but with one ad. Because I knew radio, and it was the first time radio was, because I had so many songs on radio, and I had a hit, and I sang in front of 20,000 people, so I know what it's like. So,
All right. How
yeah.
about you?
No, the people put on Woodstock. I just told them through radio and through the right advertising to come in peace and to be ready for something special, and they believed it.
He's full of shit.
He didn't know anything back then.
I've been reading up on Woodstock a little bit, right? And they said that radio wasn't a big part of Woodstock, especially the New York radio stations. Maybe the tiny local stations in the area of Bethel and Woodstock, New York, but not New York City. New York City radio, like, it was just barely mentioned.
You're probably reading things by the imitators, not the actual father of Woodstock, Artie Kornfeld.
Artie Kornfeld sucks.
Tell Artie Cream Corn we don't want to hear shit from him anymore. We're all tired of him. Artie Corn in my shit bugs me.
Artie Cornhole.
Cornhole.
Stupid Artie.
He's a good guy.
No, he's not.
He said he liked my hair.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Artie talks about knowing that Woodstock would be more than just a concert, not being able to repeat it. No one knew.
Artie did.
How did Artie know?
Artie didn't know shit.
Yeah,
if he knew, he would have prepared better.
He wrote Little Old Lady from Pasadena.
That's wonderful for Artie.
That fucking, I respect the fucking Unabomber's writing more than that fucking song. That song is terrible.
I like it.
He knew, really. That's why 10 porta potties.
Exactly.
and no food for 500,000 people.
Yeah.
Really.
It's not about the porta
He
potties.
knew, right?
It wasn't about the porta
A
potties.
tiny little stage. Like, I think our stage for the Traveling Virus show was bigger.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the future.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Did you know when you guys were putting it on that it was going to be something different from a music festival? Did you have any idea how impactful?
Watch. Of course he did. Of course he did.
That's why they did it.
Yeah. And yet, festivals at that time, they had, Altamont, they did one, Watkins Glen. But this, he just knew.
Was
before history and hindsight, he knew this was going to be like the biggest fucking thing. Guaranteed that's what he said.
He knew it was going to be special. He'll say the words,
Yeah.
if he says the word special, I'm punching Sam in the stomach.
Oh, no.
Stan?
Sam, yes. Not Sam, because I like Sam.
Thank
It was
goodness.
Stan. An Eminem song. I'm going to punch it in the stomach.
That stupid Stan. Get a hold of yourself.
An egg in my mouth. I said an extra tea. I got nervous.
And then you had some on your face.
Okay. Oh, I
egg
sure
on your
did.
face.
Oh,
Get it?
bite a humble pie, please. All right.
30
Radiohead's calling it
days
quits.
in the hole.
Radiohead calling it quits.
Boom, boom, boom. What?
That's what I just read. Radiohead calling it quits. Done.
What?
Yeah. That's it.
Speaking of everything cool going away. What?
That's it.
No.
That's it.
Tom York. He probably just wants to do his own thing. But he
Radiohead
does his
stopped
own
making
thing,
albums.
basically.
The band probably didn't have Artie Kornfeld promoting them properly.
Enough with Artie.
Let's see. Record. Tom York said, recording another album would kill the band because making records has become a real drag to them. So what are they just going to tour? Are they still touring as a band? But they're not making any new songs or recording albums. Maybe they'll make new songs but never record them on an album. Is that it?
That's sort of
okay.
That's the way Pearl Jam went years ago, right, Travis?
What?
Didn't Pearl Jam kind of give up on?
No, they have a new album coming out next month.
Oh, there you go. Then I'm wrong about that one.
Certainly are.
But they stopped pretty much going and making albums on a regular basis. No.
Well, they stopped caring about the commercial aspect of it.
I guess that's what I'm sort of.
You could just say
getting
they
at.
stopped caring.
No, they're fantastic.
Yeah, well, they got a Grateful
please.
Dead thing going.
No, they certainly do.
They're the Artie
really do.
Kornfeld of
Enough.
grunge rock.
All right,
And the reason why
Artie
Artie knew because the festivals were already starting. Wasn't Watkins Glen was before Woodstock?
Was it? I'm not sure what the year was, but it was all around that
I don't think
same
Woodstock was the first one.
area. No.
It was the biggest one,
For sure.
500,000 strong.
Thank
even
you,
though,
Artie.
Even though it was only 400,000,
Yeah.
they were a little off with their
Yeah.
math.
Heckful.
Because by leaving Capitol Records, I was only 24 and a half years old. I would have been the president of Capitol Records by the time I was 26.
Really?
You know that?
Well, I mean,
Then why would you leave?
You'd have a lot more influence if you were there.
You could have got a lot more done.
Fuck were you thinking?
what an idiot. He's not an idiot. This guy's an idiot. He created Woodstock.
He didn't.
He was 24 and a half. He could have been by the time he was 26 or 27.
26.
A year and a half. So he left a year and a half before he was the president of Capitol. Why would you do
Yeah.
that?
Artie's a bit full of himself.
He's enough with him already.
Really
By
is.
the time I was 26, and I still had 3.5 years on my contract, and I was happening with the band and the games people play and the Stone Ponies. I had a lot going on at Capitol. And I knew the night we thought of it, I immediately thought this has to be a record in a movie, which my other partners had no idea because they weren't from the business. You know, I mean, and I always knew if this could happen, and it would happen. The first night when we came up with it, my wife said, "I'll bet you'd be there 500,000 people."
And why do you think it's never been able to, anything like that has been able to be repeated?
Well, how do you create a miracle? You think if Jimmy got on stage right now, he would play the same exact version of the Star Spangled Banner? No way. You know, Jimmy. So it's like, no, miracles can't be. You know, it was ridiculous for my ex-partners to even try it 2 and 3. You know, that was for commercial reasons. You know, people that are trying to make money off Woodstock are going to fail. I've never made a penny off Woodstock.
Well,
I never.
You failed.
No,
What was the miracle about it? I mean, it was a good festival.
Yeah.
It was a very successful musical event.
Where's the miracle? God, that's a lot of fucking people.
Oh yeah, it's
it's a miraculous amount.
it was just a word. It's just a word of mouth thing. This guy hasn't done shit since.
No.
He's waiting for the word of mouth thing to come back.
He's got a
around
radio
for him.
show with 10 million listeners.
Does he? And Droopy,
He told me.
Droopy's a little confused, Sam. Maybe you can help him out. Droopy.
Sure.
Now, is this Artie Kornheiser from Monday Night Football?
No.
Oh,
No.
wow. He went on to Monday Night Football?
No, this is...
Get it?
See, he had a second career.
It's
Droopy.
It's Artie Kornfeld.
I don't care what Artie Kornlang says. I don't want to listen to this guy.
No, it's
He hasn't made a penny. He's a fool.
it's Kornfeld, and he has made an impact, regardless of how much money he's made.
Did anyone do cream of corn yet?
Yes.
I did.
Jimmy did creamed corn.
Yes, I did corn in my shit.
Yes.
I did cornhole, though.
Artie Cornball.
It's Kornfeld.
What else does Artie Corn Oil have to say?
First of all,
Did we do cornbread yet?
Not yet.
Corn. Some of that Artie cornbread your wife made.
his last name is Kornfeld.
Oh.
By the way, there's a show coming on A&E called Hoarders. I can't wait to see it.
Could someone highlight that article?
Please.
I was laughing openly. This lady,
What a fatso.
she's a hoarder to the point she can't use her own sink anymore.
Oh, that
but
show.
But she wants to use her sink. It's
who
like, all
doesn't?
right, then throw some shit out.
Fill it up and drown yourself in it.
Exactly. Throw some stuff out, fat lady.
Put your head in there.
Ugh, another
Creep.
attention-seeking person.
You think she needs attention?
I'm a
worst
hoarder.
way.
Do you think that she just wants people to come over and nurture her?
And say, why does she do this? She has a problem. I'm a hoarder. I want to do this. I want to clean my house. I want to, so do it.
Just do it, is right.
God.
Would you like to throw his shit out?
Oh, I would like to just burn the house with her in it.
Oh.
I have to save every newspaper or something bad will happen.
They drive around. Ooh, that looks good. Let me grab that and bring it home.
It's flea infested.
Yeah. Fucking old TV stand.
Jesus.
How's your TV, Sam? I think I read a Twitter that your standard definition cathode ray tube television has finally give up the ghost.
Every 45 to 50 seconds, you got to smack the sides because the black starts jumping up. But once you smack it,
that's
it's
not
I know that.
appropriate,
It was a
Sam.
problem back in the 1800s.
Come on, that's not what I was
I
talking
still live in the
about.
movie theaters, but
You know it's not right to slap blacks.
I
in the
wasn't
year
talking about
2009.
that.
Oh,
I meant the
Jesus.
picture.
the black jumps up and down. That's very inappropriate.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Shouldn't be
I'm
doing
just
interviews
saying.
over there then,
I
Sam.
know. Come on.
That's not what I was talking about
Oh.
here.
Speaking of which, let's get back to Artie Cornrow. And
It's
see what he
It's Kornfeld.
When you were doing Woodstock, did you think that it would be people would still be talking about it this long after? Like
40
Yeah,
years.
once
No.
the only signature.
No fucking way.
I don't like this
40
guy.
years?
Yes, he did. That's why he did it.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy is full of himself.
There's one other event from 1969 that people talk about, and that's landing on the moon. I think that had a little more, oomph than a concert.
Either he's lying or he could have been in for a major disappointment if this thing didn't go well.
Yeah. He could have really been let
I
down,
think people are going to be
right?
talking about this for
40 years later, people are still going to be babbling about Woodstock.
By the way, Watkins Glen, just so we have the info out there, 4 years after Woodstock.
Okay.
And that was quite successful.
That's
How many people at the Watkins Glen show?
I think 30 million. What about Altamont Speedway?
Yeah. What about
the Stones? What year is that?
Monterey
Pop Festival. What is that? Is that a hippie chick coming out of the fucking weeds?
Nice.
From Woodstock? Look at that big fucking muff. Look at that. And look at those look at that
why would you
voluptuous body.
Nice breasts.
Why would you grow an area where the ticks could hang out?
Yeah. Oh my God. You know what kind of
if you were going to be a naked
nits?
hippie, wouldn't you just shave everything off?
How many chiggers are in there from the field? You ever see those things?
I'm gonna. I have another bet.
Peas.
Watkins Glen rock lineup better than Woodstock, and I don't know anything about the Watkins Glen show.
That's crazy.
Well, let's find that out.
Yeah.
Could you tell me who played Watkins Glen?
There's nothing better than Woodstock.
Well, Joe in Texas very confused, Sam, with your interview with.
Morning, fellas.
Hey.
Artie.
Is this
Corn
that
Music
one
Festival.
you talk about on Beavis and Butthead, the Great Cornholio?
Oh, this is the greatest cornholio?
It's not Cornholio. It's Kornfeld.
Artie Kornholio.
Are you threatening me? We need tippy for our festival.
Let's hear what Artie Acorn has to say.
What is he saying?
This guy is full of himself.
Once I'm the only signature on that movie deal. It was just me and
Of
Freddie
course it
Weintraub.
was.
It's handwritten. I took 35 hours of fighting to write, to give Wadley money to shoot it. Once I signed that signature, and I already knew 300,000 were coming because I already sold 100,000 tickets.
So how'd you know three?
Yeah, and
Wait, if you sold 100,000 tickets,
what
how
do you
know
mean you
300,000
already sold
coming?
100,000 tickets?
Yeah.
Rules of three.
What? Look, Artie cracked corn, and I don't care.
Look, it's not his name.
Fred from Brooklyn.
That's a good
You're
one.
better off to pass that one away.
I kind of like it. I like that one.
Okay, I brought in $1.5 million myself with an advertisement, you know, and I knew once the movie deal was signed that this would be history. I always felt if Monterey would have been filmed properly, it would have been history too, you know. But all of a sudden, Woodstock.
Okay, look, Woodstock wasn't filmed properly. It's very
No.
confusing to watch.
Sucks.
With the split screen and all that shit.
And so much shit was missed.
Right.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What were you saying the other day? What performers they don't even have on?
I know, there's plenty of them that they never even had. You don't even know they were there because they're not in the film at all. They weren't filmed.
But all of a sudden, Woodstock, Time Magazine, the two greatest events of mankind are the moon landing and Woodstock.
Thanks.
I mean, you know, that's not me.
Mankind.
It's
That
the
rules.
Woodstock Nation.
Really?
It's
They're
the
both
spirit of
fucking, what, they both 8 months apart? Best of two in history?
That's it. In history. Fuck, VE Day, VJ Day, dropping of the atomic bombs, things like that as far as history goes.
It's third, fourth.
Third and fourth, you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's the Woodstock Nation. It's the spirit of Woodstock.
Wait,
It's
can
the
we
people
figure out a
that
couple
can
of
hold the
days
light.
that were better in human history?
Of course we can.
I'm going to vote the first time some humanoid type creature wiped his ass and threw the paper in a hole instead of using a stick that he also ate with.
Yeah, that probably
That's a good
a
one.
lot bigger.
It was the first time that somebody decided to dispose of the paper they wiped their ass with. That's the best day in human history.
Yeah. Well, first they had to actually wipe their ass. Yeah.
They're just scooting it against the gravel. Ugh.
So, John
Rocks.
Philly in '69. That was the Sharon Tate murders too, right?
Oh.
Was that the year of
Pretty big
Manson?
story.
That was a biggie.
I like Woodstock, though.
Oh, sorry, sir. We got Jimmy in Delaware. Jimmy,
What's up?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
hey.
Here.
First of all, Sam, very sexy. I love you.
Oh, thank you very
But I
much.
was, hey, you're welcome. I was curious if Corey Feldman mentioned Michael Jackson at all.
Corey Feldman.
That doesn't even make sense, sir.
It's Kornfeld.
Oh,
Corey
Feldman. Kornfeld.
Watch how this comes all the way around. Sean, go ahead.
Hey, boys, I'm surprised E-Rock didn't interview Artie Kornmuffin. Smooth.
Moo.
Very cruel.
All right, let's get back to this.
Nation. It's the spirit of Woodstock. It's the people that could hold the light. So my whole trip is hold the light, bringing younger people into the Woodstock Nation. And it's happening.
Is it?
Yep.
Hold the light.
Man, memories are a weird thing.
Why do you say that?
Because he's got to make it bigger than it really was. Just a bunch of people that wanted to hang out for a long weekend, hear some good tunes.
It was one of the two biggest.
Some dope.
It was one of the two biggest things to ever happen in the world.
Yeah, ever. In the history of
moon
ever.
landing was probably a little bigger, but other than that,
Well, he said the moon landing and Woodstock.
maybe tied.
Stop trying to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about the
Something-
crucifixion of Christ? That was a little bigger. Fucking arrogant idiots.
Really?
With the fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's kind of huge.
It was a little big. How about the building of the fucking Sphinx with the pyramids? Those were slightly bigger. How about the assassination of JFK?
Yeah.
That was a little bit bigger than Woodstock. A little more history impacting.
Yeah.
The assassination of
dope.
Lincoln. You want to keep going?
Yeah. James J. from Long Island wants us to get back to the interview with Artie and the Children of the Corn. So let's.
Right.
We're almost done here.
That's not his name. Kornfeld.
Coming from the corporate world of music before this, were there some of your peers that thought you were crazy for leaving and doing something?
Corporate. You know what? I was touring with Sonny and Cher playing for 20,000 people a night long before Woodstock. And I had already written 57 chart songs before I ever did Woodstock. I already ran 3 companies. I mean, I signed Wild Thing. I signed Walkaway Renee. So that wasn't corporate world. I was the first director of rock in the history of the business. FM radio was just happening. So they hired me to be the connection to the long hairs.
Did they?
And I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, long hair in a suit. Wow. Think of that. A nice Colombian.
Wow, man. Yeah.
The guy was. He was corporate.
He's a self-centered douche.
For the late '60s, that was being corporate.
Long hair in a suit, man.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh.
It's a little trippy.
Artie Cornstarch is an asshole.
Had enough of him, haven't you?
Stand up.
Kornfeld is his name, and he accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
He could have been the president of Columbia Records at 26, but gave it all up to make Woodstock happen.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I do both?
Well, let's.
Yeah, come on.
He's busy.
Is there any more of
It was
Artie
Capitol
Cornea?
Records.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, one more clip from Artie Feldman.
I want, I want more
Artie
fucking.
Feldman.
Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? What's Sam?
It's Kornfeld.
Yeah, I'm throwing my hot coffee at you when this is done.
Why?
For this Artie Cornucopia interview, nobody gives a shit.
Hey,
I got the exclusive.
If this
on
doesn't prove
get
you should
through
kill
with it.
yourself for the show, I don't know what else to tell you.
I got an exclusive
Yeah,
interview.
you sucked. This sucked.
That's 2 exclusive interviews in 1 week.
All right, shut up and let's just hear Artie Cornflakes.
How do we miss that?
Cornflakes? Are you kidding me?
Jesus.
What the fuck?
That's
Feld.
Did we do candy corn?
No.
For the Halloweeners out
Artie
there?
Candy
For the Halloweeners.
Wieners.
Oh, God. Let's get this stupid thing over with.
He has a lot to say.
Sam asked Artie about lawyers and government. Oh, wow.
This is going to be
Thanks,
disappointing.
This is good.
Stopping another Woodstock moment from happening.
Good question.
Do you think that the amount of restrictions that people have now, whether it comes to lawyers and content or government making up permits for everything and performers and all this, is kind of stopping us from having another Woodstock moment?
I actually think the Woodstock Ventures hurt really bad by stopping people from doing concerts. Because Woodstock should not be a name that's trademarked. You know, I could see the logo being trademarked. I could see the name, the Woodstock Music and Art Fair, because I used to own it. But Michael and I walked. Michael went back in to do Woodstock too, and I was very opposed to him doing that. How could you have Pepsi-Cola and a record company sponsor a Woodstock? That's everything Woodstock was against.
Well, they did.
So the commercialism and the trading, it actually gets me sick.
Because you weren't a part of it.
Yeah.
If you had
they cut you the fuck out.
Yeah, if you had a piece of the action, you wouldn't be sick.
He said himself, he placed himself out. He was not cut out.
Of course.
Even like half the people that were there ended up moving into the corporate world.
And what's
We're
wrong
not
with
still wandering around like hippies. The world changed.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Pepsi? It's a beverage.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking.
Can't be part of it, man.
It's not child poison.
Yeah. Never seen a Pepsi-produced atomic bomb or anything like GE or something.
It's not liquid. A liquid like lead drink for children. It's a fucking beverage they'll all enjoy.
Jesus. When is the 40th anniversary? Tomorrow?
I guess so.
What are you doing for the 40th anniversary?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably listen to my Artie Kornfeld interview complete.
Yeah. In its entirety.
I got like 13 minutes. This is just a taste.
Wow.
Thank God. That's
A little
all.
taste
we're
of
gonna give the people.
Kornfeld. A little niblet.
Yeah.
See?
Just a little,
because it's
kernel.
It's the kernel of the interview we're getting here. Ugh.
Corn syrup coming in a lot.
Artie
We
Kornfeld.
do that one?
Yeah.
You do Artie
No,
cornstarch? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
He's probably picked on growing up with some of
Artie
these names.
Unicorn,
I don't think
Artie
it's-
Popcorn, Artie Peppercorn, Artie Cornflower, Artie Corn Cake, Artie Cornmeal, Artie Ethanol,
Artie Ethanol.
Artie Baby Corn, and the Indians call him Artie Mays. Feld.
Maysfeld. Man.
Just Kornfeld. And he did a lot, and he someone that should be honored.
Yeah.
I think he's full of shit myself.
I think he's so full of shit. Shite.
I have another copy of that CD, just so you know, Danny.
Danny threw it in the garbage.
It's not a big deal.
His interview went in the garbage.
I got another copy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Very good, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, another fine job,
Sam should
Roberts.
count how many times Artie says what. Oh, we lost him anyway. It doesn't
Corn.
matter.